Biden just put out an executive order on cryptocurrency, and the entire crypto market is rallying anywhere from 6% to 10% across the board, and there's some outliers that are performing a whole lot better than that. But what I want to do here is break down what this executive order does, what does the cryptocurrency market look like, and how it can perform in the future, as well as going over the key charts and a lot of the key news that is driving the markets to the upside right now. So if that sounds interesting at all, make sure you stick around for the entire length of the video, as there will be important information discussed the entire way through. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into this and look at the general overview of the market, because Bitcoin's up 9.5%, Ethereum's up nearly 7%, Terra Luna's up 23%. Definitely one of the outliers on the week, because now Terra is in the top 6 of cryptos, surpassing XRP, and it's now also above $100. Cosmos, another great one, it's up nearly 11% on the day, and Near Protocol, another one that has been performing great in this bear market, as it is up nearly 16.5% on the day as well. So as we can see, most cryptos are green, anywhere from 6% to 10%. Waves is another one that's up 17%, but cryptos are performing very, very strongly right now, and we're still holding support. If we want to zoom out just a little bit, we can see that crypto is holding support, and we've been talking about this on the channel, and we've been talking about this way back when on the Crypt Nation as well. Now, I have a link to that in the description down below, but we're going to talk more about that and the charts in just a second. But I want to get into some of the news that we have happening over here and talk about what's happening and what's driving this market, as well as this executive order. Now, first of all, we have billionaires on billionaires on billionaires all investing and that are so bullish on cryptocurrency. We have Steve Wozniak calling Bitcoin pure gold, and that the mathematics and reason shows why crypto could be here to stay. Now, if we want to move on, we also have, if we move on over here to billionaire investor says that crypto's outlook is very bullish. Billionaire Bill Miller, a seasoned billionaire investor, explains why he believes that the current crypto outlook is very positive for Bitcoin. And I would imagine if Bitcoin goes up, most other cryptocurrencies would rally as well, which is exactly what we're seeing today. Now, on top of that, we also have two more billionaires. We have billionaire Chamath, and I'm going to butcher his name, but I'll let you guys read it. It says that conventional wisdom on Bitcoin and crypto is wrong amid Russia's invasion of Ukraine. This is just another prime example of billionaires that are updating and talking about their thoughts on cryptocurrency. Now, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, this is definitely saying that it has a use case that is being actively used today. And finally, we have hedge fund billionaire Ken Griffin admits that he has changed his mind about cryptocurrency and says that Citadel might soon be involved in digital assets. Now, if you're not familiar with who, I guess Citadel or Ken Griffin is, they are a very large player in the institutional markets, especially in the world of financials, and saying that they are going to potentially be getting involved in cryptocurrency from his newfound outlook from being a very large bear on it to being a very large bull on it. This is a good sign that traditional adoption is continuing to come into cryptocurrency, even when it's at a 30 to 40% discount. Now, let's talk about this executive order before we get into any of the rest of the news, and then we'll look at the charts here. Now, with Biden just putting out this executive order, I am still not sure why, but there was so much negative connotation around this, as if Biden's personal vendetta was to nuke the price of Bitcoin and everything else involved in crypto, when there was no evidence to really support this. This was simply a step in the right direction to hit on a couple of different ends. Number one, the goals here. This was to help with especially illegal activity and financial stability. So basically, there was a lot of scams going around. There wasn't even a lot of illegal activity, but there was a lot of scams going around recently. So the goal is that Biden is equipping a task force to look into cryptocurrency. So over the next couple months, even in the next couple years, they can report back and say, all right, here's how we can make this more safe for everyone. And that is the point of the task force. We're not going to see a result tomorrow. We're not going to see one next week. We probably won't even see a report from them in the next couple of months. What it'll most likely be is in the distant future, probably years down the road, they will start really reporting on how they can make cryptocurrency more safe for American citizens. And that is the goal of this task force. It's not a bad thing by any means. Now, maybe they come back and they say that they want to make it so safe that it's a little bit too extreme. That could be a bad reaction from people in cryptocurrency. But we can see that the goal of this, reading through this article, is that it is an overall good thing to help eliminate and catch people who are scamming and committing illegal activities, and not to punish the everyday investor in the cryptocurrency or the companies that are trying to invest through blockchain technology as well. It's actually made to make their world more safe and easier for them to get in. And so that's why following all this, there was nothing bearish. In fact, it was very, very bullish for crypto, and Bitcoin and most cryptos started skyrocketing. Again, a lot of people were way too nervous about all of this, and once they found out that it was actually a very good thing for the long term of crypto started skyrocketing. Now let's go back to the chart of Bitcoin, and also we're going to take a look at the total too, which is the representation of the entire altcoin market cap, or the market cap of crypto excluding Bitcoin. And we can see a couple of things. Number one, we still have this uptrend as I was talking about. I still think that the major real resistance for cryptocurrency in this area, and I want to zoom in just a little bit, is the former resistance turned into support for Bitcoin. This has still got to be my key area over here. This is where I see cryptocurrency struggling. If it can break through this, I will be very, very excited. But that's where I see as my main real kind of target for Bitcoin as it reaches the upper ends of that $46,000 range. Now, there's a lot of targets after this that I have my mind on, as well as some support levels that I'm looking at, but I talk about all that on the Crypt Nation, in the Crypt Nation. So if you want to join that, that is a description down in the link below. Feel free to check that out. It's a really cool community where you have a lot of like-minded individuals, thousands and thousands of them. We're almost at 12,000. So if you like technical analysis and you like being involved in an active community, I post my charts in there weekly, and there are thousands of other people posting their thoughts on the crypto market as well, and it's a great place to learn. But let's look at the total 2 as well. The total 2 is seeing a very, very similar chart to Bitcoin, and this is actually the 3-day. And the reason that I'm on the 3-day for the time being is I got to make sure my head's not blocking too much here. But basically what we can see is that we have a really, really nice 13-month long trend line. And I'm going to zoom out just so I'm not blocking it here. But we can see that we have a 13-month long trend line on the entirety of the altcoin market. It's a very consistent uptrend, and we're still bouncing. Now, one thing to note over here is that with this 13-month uptrend, we have a 5-month downtrend. That's being seen as a very clear level of resistance. So now we have a predicament where support is meeting resistance and a squeeze is happening. We talked about this in the previous video, but get ready, everyone. Ethereum looks very similar to this as well. It's also in a pennant. And, this is going to be a really large move. I really, truly do believe that. And so I'll keep everyone updated with my thoughts on this in Crypt Nation. I'm actually going to go and make a post right after this video is done, probably while it is rendering. But let's go back to the charts, or the news, and see what exactly is happening in the rest of the world. Because there's still so much positive news happening about crypto as we surpass $42,000 at the time of making this video. So let's talk about this. First mover in Asia. Malaysia may be Asia's next crypto hub. Major cryptos decline as Russia onslaught intensifies, and Malaysia is standing out and taking the initiative. The country where CoinGecko was founded retains institutional use of English as well as common law court system. Despite Bitcoin's decline, Malaysia is still very, very bullish on crypto, and they're making moves that while other countries are maybe cracking down on cryptocurrency, it looks like they're doubling down. They're very bullish on the outlook, and it looks to be a very growing crypto-friendly environment, and we've seen these across the world. This is also a really, really unique one, but the crypto fund inflows have tripled in the last week. This is the highest that it's been in almost the last 3 months. So what this means is that a net $127 million went into digital asset funds during the week of March 4th, with minor outflows in Europe and large inflows in the Americas. So crypto assets are being very, very liquid right now. This is an exciting time for cryptocurrency across the board, but there's just a ton of news happening over here. Finally, we have Pantera leads a $4 million seed round for a streamlined cross-chain bridge. And they go in to talk about what happened with the, what was it? We just had that leak. But they go on to talk about how Swim protocol is what they are focusing on and how they hope to make Swim a more stable platform. They talk about the wormhole hack. That's the word for it. They talked about the wormhole issue and exploit that happened that actually was ended up being around a $320 million exploit at the beginning of last month. But they are aiming to make Swim protocol a more safe cross-chain bridge for everyone to be able to use. And Pantera is a very, very large company. I mean, they are huge in the financial world as well. We've known that they have been sticking their hands in the cryptocurrency incrementally more over time. But again, just keep your eye out on that one as well. Final piece of news, State Street to offer crypto custody in pact with Copper. The move follows a custodial banking giant as it is launching its crypto division as it launched its crypto division in June of last year, so almost a year ago. But what we can see that across the board from this news, no matter where you are looking, institutional money is coming into cryptocurrency, adoption's coming, very, very positive regulation is coming, and all of this is reflecting on the charts. So if you're a fan of cryptocurrency, I hope you did enjoy this. There is seriously good stuff happening all the time. If you want to join Crypt Nation, there's a link to that in the description down below. And at the time of making this video, we are also doing our DCS webinar. It is a webinar taking a bunch of the absolute leaders from the industry. People like myself are interviewing them. I'm actually one of the lead interviewers for this. So if you like the way that I conduct my videos and the questions that you think I could ask, you're gonna go ahead and like that. We have day 2 going today, and then we have day 3 moving out tomorrow. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out as well. There's a link to that in the description. And that is completely free, so you don't even have to worry about paying for it. All you have to do is sign up. But that is going to wrap up this video. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below. Smack that like button, hit that share. It really does help this channel grow and get videos like this out to more people that need to hear this kind of information. So I hope you did enjoy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.